Okay, so this will be evaluating sequences in recursive form. I have an example right here. I have f of 1 equals 3, f of n plus 1 equals f of n plus 5. Remember that this part right here where it says f of 1 equals 3, this means, this means the first term is 3. That's what it's telling me. The first term, that's why it has a 1 here, is 3. And then this part right here is telling me to find the next term, right? And so this plus 5 tells me the pattern. It's telling me to find the next term, I have to add 5 to the previous term. This is the previous term. And this means I have to add 5. Okay, so they may write it differently in Khan Academy. I think in Khan Academy they use a different notation. So I'm just going to translate this that we learned in class to the notation that they do in Khan Academy. So in Khan Academy they also use the f of 1 equals to 3. But instead of having f of n plus 1, they just use f of n equals 2. And instead of using f of n here, they use f of n minus 1. And this still means the previous term. So again, this still means to find the next term, this still means the previous term, and this means that I have to add 5 to the previous term, which is 3. So I know that if I want to write my sequence, I would write 3, right? Because that's the first term. That's what they told us. And then I have to keep adding 5. So 3 plus 5, well, that would be 8. And then if I want to keep doing it, 8 plus 5, that would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then so on and so forth, depending on what they're asking. Because if they say, what is f of 3? Well, f of 3 is a third term, and the third term is 13. So sometimes they would ask this in Khan Academy. I was looking at the assignment in Khan Academy, and they have some stuff that might be a little weird, and I think that's what is causing you to not understand it. So let's do a different example. Let's see. Let's do, what if they have f of 1 equals to 2, and to find the next term, I have to multiply 2 times the previous term, and then subtract 1. So if I had something like that, again, first term is 2, so I can go ahead and write it in my sequence. To find the next term, I would have to multiply 2 to the previous term and then subtract 1. So if I multiply 2 times 2, that would be 4, and if I subtract 1, that's 3. And if I keep doing it, 3 times 2 is 6, minus 1 is 5. Again, just one more. 5 times 2 is 10, minus 1 is, 5 times 2 is 10, minus 1 is 9. And then so on and so forth, depending on what they're asking. Again, they might ask, what is the fourth term? And the fourth term is 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's 9. Okay. There's another one that is kind of difficult in Khan Academy. Let's see if I have the Khan Academy open right now so I can show you. So they might have something like h of 1 equals to, let's see, what could be a good number? 1, and h of 2, let's make it equal to 2. This means that the first term is equal to 1, the second term is equal to 2, and then to find the next term, they want you to get the second term given and then add the first term given. Okay, this means I'm gonna have to add the 2 previous terms. This is what it means. That's why they use the n minus 2. That means the second previous term, the first previous term. So pretty much you're gonna be adding the terms that are to get next to each other. So let me show you. So we know that the first term is 1, The second term is 2. To find the next term, I'm going to have to add these two together. So 1 plus 2 is 3. To find the next term, I'm going to add these two together. 2 plus 3 is 5. And to keep doing it, I'm going to add 5 plus 3 now, and that's 8. And then finally, 8 plus 5, well, 13. Okay. And then obviously it would keep going. So it depends on what they're asking. They might ask what is the third term, no, well, the fifth term, and well, we know that would be 13. Okay. So if the letters are confusing you, the letters don't mean anything. It just means the sequence. This, when you have an n minus 2, that means they're asking for the second one. Or in other words, for example, if I keep doing this and I'm right here, this would be the second one to find this one. This would be the first one. So you kind of go in order. But again, if you see something like this, and I think the hardest one was the one that looks like this, where you have to add the two previous terms, then this is how you would do it. So hopefully that helps. If there's anything more that I can help you with, let me know, okay?